What's up, everybody? You're live with Jonathan Manus, aka the One Leg Bandit. It is so good to see you. It's been a hot minute. We've been working, grinding on all these businesses. We got Manus Feder Medical, Preme Blockchain Solutions. Everything is cooking right now, and a lot to talk about in the crypto world. I wanted to come here today because I believe it's go time. Now, there's a couple things I'm going to go over with you and tell you why I'm feeling this. But first and foremost, let's talk about the big things going on with Preme Token and with the world, okay? First and foremost, let's hit this weekend. Oh my gosh, all right, look, it gets no bigger than this weekend. We've got the UFC White House. We've got the NHL Stanley Cup Finals, which my Hurricanes is in. I'm very, very proud of them. And we're going to do a couple big things here. First and foremost, let's talk about the Hurricanes, okay? Let me share this, all right? So let's everybody take a look at this. Game number 6 is in Vegas this weekend. We're going to do a contest on this. Everybody that buys $25 in Preme gets one pick in this, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to pick the winner and the final score. So you'd say like the Canes and the final score would be 4-1. So Canes 4, Vegas Knights 1. All right. Whoever wins this is going to get a nice prize, okay, depending on how much we sell, at least $250. And any ties will go to a duck race, which Shiba Game and Dad runs. We've done this many, many times, but we're doing this for this game this weekend. It's on Sunday as well. So get excited about this. Coming here, we're going to get some buying going here with Preme. A huge bonus there. Also, we have a big staking bonus right now for the next 5 people. If you buy $500 in Preme and you stake it for 1 year, I'm going to give you $250 instant bonus. That's a 50% bonus immediately, and a lot to talk about here with that. All right, let's hop right into this, and I'll share this with you. Look at our staking, everyone. We have 65 million tokens staked. 107,000 is our number one thing that we're doing here at Preme Token. Our staking is through the roof, everybody. You've got to just look at this. I mean, it's absolutely outstanding. I always bring this up every time to show everyone, because a lot of people say, hey, you have a huge percentage of tokens locked up, but here's how it is. You need to be able to run through this and see this. Our staking has 65 million. Our pink lock has 45 million. Our Preme pool has 15 million. And then you can scroll down and see we have our Bitcoin pool and we have our XRP pool. Okay, so we're laid out very, very nicely. A lot of these big holders here are business partners. USFCR has been buying and holding, non-selling. Lots of great things is going on here with our holders, and they still hold less than 4% of the entire supply. Okay, CAB's been adding lately. It's 7.87 million tokens. Thank you very much for all the buys and support. Never sold, just hold and check it out. You can see all this. Everybody's been riding with us and loading here while ETH dips down. Now, I want you all to come and join us. Take advantage of this bonus. Nobody else is doing bonuses like this in the entire world. All right. I have done a lot to help grow this thing. Personally, Professor Shib has been working so hard in the background. We have so much news to unleash once Clarity Act is signed into law. Let's check out and see what everybody's got going on. Professor Shib, there he is. Hello, friends. Good to see you, Professor Shib. Hope you're doing well overseas. Love you. Let's see here. All right, Gustavus, thank you. What's up, baby? Hey, good to see you. Look, so there's plenty of bonuses out here. Every time you buy $25, you get a pick into the game. There's the staking bonus, and just so much going on. All right, now let's talk about one more thing before we move on here. All right, for International Fight Week, which is the week of July the 11th, the weekend, Preme will be out in Las Vegas, and we will be staying at the Park MGM. You can come hang out with us that Friday night before the fight. We're going to the Conor McGregor fight, but you can come hang out with us there. Also, we'll be available on Sunday afternoon, but Friday we're going to have a get-together for Preme, which I'll have plenty of pictures and everything going down, but we're having to get together with our partners and anybody who wants to come. You can come to the Park MGM right as soon as you walk in the door. There's a lounge there. It's awesome. We're going to have that place for an hour and a half, so you can just come in there and hang out with us and have drinks, have some shrimp cocktail, and hang out and just talk about Preme and enjoy the fight weekend. They got Kenny Chesney at the Sphere that weekend on Friday and Saturday night. They got the fights on Saturday night. It's going to be absolutely crazy, and Preme will be there. And I want anybody who's out in the Vegas area or anybody who's going to come hang out with us. It's absolutely going to be a great time. But I wanted to put all these contests out to you to let you know that we are set up for success for Preme. Over the last 6 months, we've built a Bitcoin pair. We built an XRP pair for Preme. Our price is moving great. We've got everything in order now to rise as the Clarity Act is signed, not to mention what we're doing with Preme Blockchain Solutions and what we can do once Clarity Act is in place, where we know where everything is at and we're not wasting money. We could, of course, unleash everything now, but we're going to make sure that everything is good. Not to mention, our main man, Professor Shib, has built some awesome things for the entire base community that we're going to work, and we're going to grow these base projects that need help. Look, let's face it out there. There's a few base projects that get a lot of the attention from the base team or whatever, and then there's thousands of builders that's lost still and needs help. And yes, they can go to these different things, but we're going to offer real solutions for affordable prices to help these folks grow, and to also grow this letter behind me, the Preme. All right, everything that we do here at Professor Shib and myself is for Preme. All right, and we're going to make sure that everything points to the Preme, just like, you know, everything that we've done to get this far. Okay, we've made it through the thick, through the thin, through straight up good things, bad things. We're there. So I'm very, very proud of where we are. Again, Professor Shib is saying hello, friends. So he's here with us, I'm telling you, and very, very thankful to have him over there. Hardworking. You just, I don't think everybody understands how blessed we are. I mean, we're truly blessed, and thank you, Professor Shib. I'm looking forward to spending some time with you in the near future. So let's break down what's going on in the overall market. Let me get this pulled up real quick, and let me share this with you, because there is a lot to go over. I'm still just so stoked about this weekend. It's just going to be absolutely crazy. Everybody's pumped up. The fights, the Stanley Cup is just absolutely crazy. But let's take a look here. Let me share this, everybody. So here, let me get a bigger view here so everybody can see what's going on. I'll close some of these tabs. All right, cool. All right, so here's what we got. Bitcoin's made a nice little recovery here to 63, almost 64. Ethereum's moved up to 1,600. XRP is down a little bit today, well, 1 cent from 114 to 113. And then we got Dogecoin, XLM. Everything is still kind of sitting flat, but we all know where the liquidity is going right now. The liquidity is going to SpaceX right now. Everybody's trying to get their little piece of SpaceX. Whatever they can. It's very risky, actually, all the money that's pouring into the stock market right now. There's going to be 3 huge IPOs, you know, coming out. A lot of liquidity is going to be flowing to that. But if you can, keep your eyes on what the whales are doing with XRP, XLM, and you know, of course, all these, and Bitcoin as well. But also, you might want to position yourself here with Preme. And let me tell you why. If you look at what the whales are doing, they are massively loading these 3 assets, XRP, XLM, and Bitcoin right now. And Ethereum's actually being bought up as a lot as well, but I'm seeing more whales accumulate this. The reason why is the DTCC has made it very clear with XLM and with XRP what they're going to do. They're waiting for the button to be pressed. And the cool thing is, this Clarity Act is in the Senate right now. When it gets voted on, and if it gets passed, now the odds are still about 60-40 that it gets passed right here before the end of this month, okay? If not, it'll be later, next month. But if it don't get passed in the next few months, there could be a massive problem there. But what I'm saying is, everybody knows that this is definitely what they're leaning towards, where everything is going. So they've made it clear who they're going to roll with, the DTCC. That's Stellar, and that's XLM and XRP for a lot of big things, okay? Then the institutional money starts flowing in on a massive scale, something bigger than you can even fathom, okay, into these cryptos, the top 10, all right? That's why Preme Token has attached itself in liquidity to these projects. Anybody with a brain can see that the money is going to flow in first. You're going to be there. Preme Token is going to rise with the tide, per se. You know, that's the way that we've set ourselves up. And we also have great partners that will come in and continue to push as we move up and over a cent and get up where we want to get to, okay? And we're going to get there. There's no doubt in my mind with the way that we're set up now. Everything is beautiful. We have to prove our concept, but we're going to prove our concept. And very, very proud of how hard we've worked to get here. Now, we have other things that we're not going to talk about with the Clarity Act. We've learned to keep our mouth shut because people will copy and do things. And look, I want everybody to be successful, but we're going to be the first to come to market with the things that we're doing here and what Professorship has built. And we're going to do it perfectly for all of the base projects and any project that out there that really wants this. But we want to focus on our base projects and partners and lift them up. And you're going to see something awesome. You can already see some of the marketing that's going on with the base chain right now, but you're really about to see something the way that they push together. It's going to be great. So we're about to unleash that with clarity. But it's a great time right now. If you look at our chart, you can get in here. You can go to Coinbase now and buy Preme directly. So you go to Coinbase on your app, type in Preme token, you can buy it, and then you can either send it off to your base app, to your MetaMask, whatever you want to do. You can store it on Tangem, which is our partner. Tangem is outstanding. They've been there for us the whole way, and just very, very proud to be partners with Tangem. All right, but right now is the time in the overall market where it's down, where buying anything is a good idea. All right, and this is not financial advice. What I'm saying is if you look at the overall market and where it's sold down to now, you can start to feel really good about wherever you come in now. Now, could there still be more downside? Absolutely. But what I'm letting you know, every time it gets down to these levels, you start to feel good about your buying and whatever asset you're at, because over history in the crypto market, when it gets down to these levels, these oversold levels, this complete fear and greed and all that, when it gets down here on the fear and greed index, you're looking really good wherever you are. But you have to look at what's being said out there in the market, and the banks are already choosing their winners. Okay, DTCC has made it completely public. It is not even like it's being hidden out there. They're rolling with Stellar. They're rolling with Ripple. All right. And just knowing that, if you start to put those two pieces together and the amount of money that flows through them, absolutely ridiculous. We've talked about this. And I mean, just imagine if Ripple or XLM did just federal contracts alone. I'm talking about this because I'm in federal contracting. I understand the amount of money that goes through there and how transparent it needs to be. But even just that is absolutely amazing, astonishing, the numbers and the growth that would happen with these projects. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about worldwide finance, money moving cross borders, massive amounts of money, massive amount of XRP is going to be sucked up with the tokenization of real world assets and have to stay with the asset as it moves. And you're going to see a scarcity like you can't imagine. And I know people would say, hey, this fool's a dreamer. There's a lot of supply out there. I'm letting you know that the money supply is going to get crazy when all of these things are tokenized. The stocks, the houses, the assets like boats and all the boats and cars and all these things that you're not really thinking about right now will have have a token to it, and they're not just gonna keep coming up with all these new things, because the money's gonna flow into what is already built and proven. And I'm letting you know, I had a lot of respect for Brad Garlinghouse the other day when he went on with Mornings with Maria, the way he talked about everything, the way he described it. You can sense it, everybody. Can you feel it? He knows what's coming, all right? You can see it in his eye. Please go and watch that. If you've not watched that, it's absolutely outstanding. Brad Garlinghouse on Mornings with Maria. Check that out. It was just this past week. And he's got that little glimmer in his eye. And he was telling Jamie Dimon, it's not right what you're doing. I know you banks are trying to hold on to all that money for moving the money. I mean, they make tons of money every single day just moving people's money. And I know they don't want to let go of that. But the world's changing very, very quickly. And I'm telling you, Brad Garlinghouse knows what's up. But either way, good times is coming. The reason why I'm putting this video out here is because I really care about all of you. I want you all successful. I would love for you to come on and join here, us at Preme. We're up to over 35,000 holders, everybody. We've done this in 3 years, 35,000 holders. Great staking, great everything. Buy and burn mechanism is all working. We burn off so much. We've almost ate up all that money that was stolen by Mars Swap. We got all that almost ate through. It took a little bit of time, but hey, we kept grinding. We are building, baby. We are moving every single day, and I love you. But look, I want you all to come and see us out there at the Park MGM. It's a really cool opportunity. If you've never been to Vegas, it's a great time. and come see us on Friday night before the fight, and maybe even Sunday afternoon, whatever you want. But just make a weekend of it for yourself. But be there for Preme. Enjoy the fights. If you can't go to the fight, I know it's expensive, but if you can't go to the fight and sit up in the rafters or sit wherever, then go and watch it somewhere. Just be a part of International Fight Week. There's so much to do. UFC puts on a great show. You can go across the street to the convention center, do all the cool stuff, take pictures, meet the fighters, get in the actual ring. It's so cool out there. The restaurants are off the chains, and you just have a good time. You got to live, you've got to network and grow your business, and that's what we've been doing. Very, very proud of what we're doing here at Preme Token. But please come take advantage of the bonuses. Again, bonus, next 5 people, it's a staking bonus. Buy $500, stake it for 1 year, and I will give you an instant $250. You can't beat that. Also, the hockey game. We're going to put this out all over the internet. Every $25 you buy gets you 1 pick, and it's going to be a great bonus. Or that's a contest going on, and I've talked about everything with the Vegas trip. But look out for the Clarity Act. They're moving it. A lot of things is going on with SpaceX today, but keep your eye on the Clarity Act. When it gets up for the full vote, keep your ears to the ground and get ready. If it gets passed, things are going to start moving extremely fast. And all these days that you had to get planned, this video is made for you right now. For everybody, look at me right now, okay? Certain moments in life, you get a chance to get prepared. And you know what's going to happen with this Clarity Act. And as it rolls out, you need to be prepared. That's all I'm letting you know. I don't care what you buy. I hope you're happy. I'm just wanting you to have as much cryptocurrency as you can whenever things start popping off. And look in the top 10, definitely the top 20. Make your plays, get your conviction ready, and roll with it. And get behind good people. Watch Zach Humphreys. Watch Austin Hilton. Watch myself. Whoever has been out here doing it, and you can see, look, I'm not asking you for anything. If you buy what we have to offer at Preme Token, I'm bonusing people. That's how we've grown. I've bonused. I've showed people how to get involved in crypto, helped them with their wallets. A lot of people are getting the wallet thing down right now. A lot of people really are. But the ease of use is going to come in your Bank of America or your Wells Fargo app. You're going to be able to buy crypto. It's all going to be linked to one of the big trading platforms, either Coinbase or Kraken or Crypto.com. You'll be everywhere, and you'll be able to grow in America. It's coming very, very quickly. But hope you all have a wonderful day. Please share this out. Come see us in Vegas. Get ready for Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals, and partake in all these bonuses. It doesn't get any better than this. Nobody's doing this for their people like we do it here at Preme. I love you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Again, Professor Ship, thank you for all that you do. I love you, and we'll holler at you later. One Leg Bandits out.